Well, pleasant good afternoon from Congo Town. We'd like to welcome you to this very special live broadcast here. We're reporting to you live from the Zone 3 police station here in Congo Town. And of course, this is Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Collier. We want to welcome all of you on this live broadcast. First of all, we want you to give us some feedback on the audio quality. Kindly let us know as to whether the audio is good enough for us to work with. We will appreciate if you were to give us some feedback on the quality of the audio here this afternoon as we bring you this live broadcast from from the Zone 3 depot, the Zone 3 police station here in Congo Town. Again, I want to say thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the Zone 3 police station here in Congo Town. And we're here basically because we've been informed of a situation that transpired about a few days ago involving a man who allegedly murdered his girlfriend. And of course, we have here some of the family members, some of the relatives, some community dwellers as well, who are going to be speaking with us. But information we've gathered so far is that this gentleman by the name of Thomas S. Lahum, a resident of 17th Street in Sinkor, allegedly murdered his girlfriend and on Thursday. And information we've gathered is that following the situation, after several days of the remains of the lady being on his bed due to the unpleasant odor, his father got concerned and later they had to turn him in. His father turned him into the Liberia National Police, and in there he's being investigated by officers of the Liberia National Police. But we're still waiting because they've taken him in to provide some statement, to provide some information as to what he knows. But while we're doing that, we want to see how we get to speak to some of the family members. As you see at the far end here, you have some of the family members, you have some community dwellers as well who have come here to see as to what exactly the police will do in this situation. And so we will shortly be speaking with some of the residents, some family members here this afternoon as we try to bring you up to speed with the unfolding. All right, so you see the family members, some of the relatives are going up in there. And yes, some residents of the community as well have gathered here to provide to see as to what the Liberia National Police would do. Let's see if we talk to one of the sister. Are you the sister? Are you one of the sisters or a friend? Hello, how are you?
Friend, sister, okay.
You are a sister?
Friend, sister.
You are a friend. Give us an idea of what actually happened. When did you guys get to know about this situation?
Actually, this morning, my older sister called me
Yeah.
saying that, oh, yeah, information. I said, like, how? She said, Anna passed on. I said, who let Anna's? Because Anna's with me.
So you
Yes,
both live together?
yes.
Okay.
But
Where do you guys live?
Matali,
Okay.
new Matali. So I asked her, I said, who let Anna's? Now she said, oh, your friend, well, you can't tell her, what were you? I said, now right away. I said, where? She said, La Pasi. I get on back, go La Pasi. They say, oh no. They say, nah, Sumtili. So information that day before yesterday, she even washed clothes. We all were together.
Mhm.
Yeah. We all were together day before.
So day before yesterday, was that the last time you saw her?
Yes. Day before yesterday. Was the last time. That means they said that she died. Oh, 3 days ago, but they've been looking for the family. They couldn't find the family. Even last night, police truck went around her mom's place to New Matali, tried to ask, as well my brother was telling me, say, oh, the kid won't get Oro, but they can find the owner, the family. So I said, the thing surprised me. I don't even know what to talk.
So
And that's,
the last time you saw your friend was on Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
On Thursday?
Yeah.
Was it during the morning hour or afternoon hours?
The morning ever.
Did she tell you that she was going? Did she inform you of any plan to visit someone? Did she tell you where she was going to exactly?
No, because after she finished washing, I went in the room, sleep carry me, get out, try icing for all they say, and let's walk. Just this earring.
But what sort of what was she doing for living? I mean, what sort of
Business woman. She said, Usher in the market and she fall inside. Yes.
wow. So you guys are here. Do you have some residents of the community where some resident of the community where the situation having happened? Do you have some of them?
No. I get it.
But as a friend to this to the lady, did you know of any relationship she had with the alleged individual, the person in whose room she was found, her lifeless body was found? Did you know him? Did you interact with him before?
No, I'm never seeing it. That today say I
Did
see.
she tell you anything about him?
No. And then as long I don't keep secret. I don't know why she and they got just mad. Why I can tell. Because even I think that they still on, a closer friend and then she could tell me, every my other sex toy or two always move. She could tell her.
All right. So what do you want to say just before we talk to the next person?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, we just want jokes, that's all.
Okay.
Sister.
Thank you for talking to us. Hello, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Louise.
Luis, are you what's your relation with Annette?
Anna is my sister. Anna is my everything. Anna is my best friend. Anna is my hope. Who like this in number? Freddie got me. Anna. Anna, my sister.
How old was she?
Anna with the age of 25 years. Next month, the 20 tell me Anna 26 years. Yeah.
When was the last time you saw her?
I mean, Anna was to get everything in my phone. Me, I had to get up Wednesday. We see how to get out one from Sinkor to in-town on Wednesday. With our friend, we were three in numbers, we saw together. We give her say, I say, I'm not tired. She said, we don't go walk to the ladies' night. We go say to Paris, to Charity Street. We ball together, we club, we go home. Then our friend was drunk, our boyfriend came for her and came home and I together, and I go home and went home. I said, because my son here. The next day, I called Anna, I didn't get Anna, went to the house. I and my friend went to the house to Anna. Because Anna was staying together, in the same room together. I can go, things we are come back. Me and her together, I came to the house. I can see Anna, I went to our sister. I said, you are seeing Anna? She said, no. I said, okay, I keep calling Anna phone off. I call Anna phone off. I call Anna phone off. The morning it get to me, my heart here beating. I call her, I said, Mama, you not here for Anna? Mama said, no. She ain't here for Anna, yeah. She said, no, my other brother call me Reggie, plus one call me say Anna died. They kill Anna on the Oro. They kill Anna on the Oro. I need justice for my sister. Justice.
So the last time you saw her was on Thursday. Did you know the individual in whose room her lifeless body was discovered? Have you had any interaction with him before, Thomas?
I know he. But she said she got her boyfriend on the Oro.
She told you about this relationship.
They used to talk on phone because I can't say that in and out. She said she got her boyfriend on the Oro. That the boyfriend came my sister today. Half my sister beat my sister and put her on the bed for 2 days. It was a father that discovered the death testimony in the hospital body. When you go find my sister on the bed, dead. He brought a complaint of his father.
The father discovered the body.
Yes. The chairman, he brought a complaint. He the one brought a complaint, they arrested him.
So where is the father now?
The father is here. As we speaking right now, he is here. He and his son is here. Just the justice for my sister, that's all. All people out there who need justice, we are dying so much. We need justice. Justice, and fight for yourself. You please help us. We need justice. My sister died in a complot. And then I know we need justice.
Where is her remains right now? Where has the body been taken to?
To GFK more. She don't GFK more right now.
All right, thanks a lot for talking to us.
We justice.
So let's see if we can talk to some of the people. But folks, we stay here. This is Spoon TV. We are live at the Zone 3 police station, and of course, this situation, we got hint regarding this death, and of course, we decided to make a stop here this afternoon, to establish as to what the actual situation is and what we've gathered so far. Okay, so I understand some of the folks, I think the governor or so, they're making their way here. We did see very shortly, we saw the alleged the individual who was alleged to have committed the act, Thomas Lahum, was walked in, climbed the stairs here at Zone 3 Police Depot, and he has been carried in there to provide some pieces of information as well with respect to the situation. And so this is where we are. All right, so this is where we are. And I want to say thanks for joining us, Spoon TV. We are still here, making sure we can bring you up to speed with the happenings here this afternoon. All right, so well, this is where we are. Thanks for joining us. So we are looking forward to see what happens. Police is still carrying on the investigation. The governor, I understand, from the old road end, has arrived here, and they're making their way up there as well. And we are posted to make sure we can bring you up to speed with some of the happenings here this afternoon. So thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. We are still posted, making sure we can bring you up to speed with some of the happenings. As you see at the far end there, relatives, family members have all gathered here, and they're crying, seeking justice, asking that the investigation goes on impartially so as to ensure that the actual story surrounding the death of the deceased can be brought to light. So this is where we are. Thanks for joining Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the Zone 3 police station here in Congo Town, where the case has been brought and the investigation has taken off from here. We understand, following the statement and everything provided by the alleged perpetrator, he will be taken at the Central Police Station, at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the investigation is going to continue. And we're still looking forward to speaking to residents, some of the people who live in that community where the incident occurred. We're looking forward to see if we can speak to some of them to know what actually transpired, to get their own side of the story. At what point did they get to know about the situation? We're looking forward to speaking to some of the residents. We're looking forward to seeing, to speaking with some of the residents of the community where the situation occurred. But we're here this afternoon, and we want to say thanks for joining us. So far, what we've gathered is that she was with her family. She had interacted with her sister, her friend that she stopped with. They had great interaction on Wednesday and up until Thursday morning, and then She left later to go out, and her friends did not get to see her on Thursday. They didn't get to see her on Friday, and then up until Saturday, they were not seeing her. 25 years old Ernest, her family got concerned then. All right, so yeah, so up until Friday, they were still concerned, trying to know as to what really happened, and then she they then got information that she had been found dead, and of course, are you some of the residents? Can we talk to you? How are you? Hello, how are you, Mama?
Okay.
Um, do you live in a community where this thing happened?
I live Keita, but I don't live in the community where the thing happened.
Okay. But what do you know about this situation? What happened? At what point did you guys get to know that this young lady was found dead in the room of her fiancé?
How I got to know that it was the girl that passed up. Thursday morning, I was in from my house.
Okay.
And then I saw she and the girl on motorcycle. So like how I shot with her knee. I called her, I said, Annette. She said, yes, in the matina. She said, oh, like, yeah, you live here. So I said, yes, this is my house. And then they went down, later they passed again. Later again, they passed on motorbike for the third time. So I asked her, I said, but what are you looking for? She said, oh, I will come back later. So this morning now, when I heard the rumor, like somebody died in the yard and they freedom ball kill someone.
It's a Freetown? Freetown is from Sierra Leone?
Yes,
Is he a Sierra Leone?
yeah. So like when the boy told me, the boy said, oh, show them ma. I said, yeah. He said, I want to so nothing. He said, the black had the money, don't bring it to me. Oh. I think how wash my they close.
They're very individual?
No, I never bought.
Okay.
So like how when he told me, I said, boy, they get where he shot over her knee. They get down. You know, it shocked me. I said, ah. So right within that time, I called in my own community in La Pasi. Yeah. So that they wanted me to say, well, let me go check in the market when she there. So when my friend went in the market, she said, but Martina, the woman out there. So what I did, what I was doing, I left. What I was doing, like, how I work in the community. So I did scrap up. I told them, I said, they get, well, they poor. I said, they get how long with Kelly with. Yellow, with color share, yellow, white, black, with blue jean trouser. So la lady, you know, she tell about like who about say no, mama. I don't mean no harm. That my play my dollar. They call it girl Annette. So la the only girl I was sitting at the girl her picture. So la the girl show me the picture, but when I saw the picture, she laid down on her back. There where I get to know say it was all like how when my talent now to inform the mother. I inform the mother. We went for depot, the police asked me, and then I explained what I explained to you. So like how they talk about your course to the area that they get. Yeah, so
But this guy, the individual that you saw her with on the back, maybe her boyfriend, her fiancé, is he somebody that you guys knew in the community? How long you guys been seeing him in that community?
no like he only see him by passing by. I don't really know. I don't even know he knew.
Was he a motorcyclist or he just used to pass on bike?
Pass on back.
Wow. So then you got to know that they were here and you guys came here this morning.
I the one brother here.
Oh, you brought them here?
Yes.
But
But
you
I get the information to the mother like the daughter death.
But then, who is that person that had her photo? Why did the person have her photo? Is it that they were trying to find the family of this girl who was found dead in the room? Is it that they were trying? Why did she have a photo?
I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know what. Yes. But when I was talking, I had a girl show me her picture. Yes. So like I just left from there, I started crying. I moved to my house.
Wow. All right. Any other thing you want to say?
The little girl in question should go me away here. And my auntie really suffer. So I want for the girl, let the Lord stay behind by us. I want justice for the girl. Let the Lord stay. She really defeated that. That's all.
That day when you saw her in the community, was it your first time seeing her in that community, or you saw her there before?
I always borrow her in the market setting.
What did she used to say?
Ocean. Yes.
In the oral market?
Yes. Juba market.
Okay, thanks so much for talking to us, man.
Oh.
You want to talk to us, bro? How are you? What's your name? Oh, you're cool, right? All right. Okay. So, folks, this is where we are. We are still at the Zone 3 police station here, and we're looking forward to see what happens next. Of course, officers of the Liberia National Police are in there. The investigation is ongoing. What we've gathered again from one of the residents is that this lady, uh, this lady, this lady was a resident of the of Matadi, and of course she did her business in the Old Road Joba market. That's where she sold. She did her business in the Old Road Joba market. She was last seen with her family members, friends, and relatives at that was on Thursday morning, and later she decided to go out to this friend. Now speaking to one of the residents of the community where the situation occurred, she just told us that she has seen Annette on a motorbike that very morning when the incident occurred, going with this gentleman who, according to her, is a Sierra Leonean. This Sierra Leonean national was seen on a motorbike with Annette, and they had gone at his house multiple times back and forth. She tried establishing some conversation with the motorcyclist or the girl, Annette, before the situation. But Annette had told her repeatedly that she will come back. She'll be able to talk to her. Why exactly were they going back and forth? That's something that's yet to be established. But days later, she was discovered dead in the room of this gentleman. He is a Sierra Leonean national. His name is Thomas S. Lahum, and of course, he's a resident of 17th Street there in Sinkor. Now, I want to know. I want to know as to whether the phone. Where is the phone? Or
They make her phone.
who has a phone?
The men I kill her. We calling the number is off.
The phone numbers are off up until.
Up to now it's off.
But when you guys saw him here, when the police brought him in, did you see him come with phone? Did he have phone?
No, we won't see him with the phone. But the time they even brought him, we never knew that someone got to see her photo. The person saw her photo, that the person recognized her and know the filmed it because the police had seen yesterday. After I think last night they start searching for the parents. They can see the police. They can see the parents. Yeah, they can see anybody. They went, they check. New Matale, they went all over. They couldn't see anybody. Nobody could identify. Nobody could see. That unfortunately too, through her photo, one other lady around there, that's how we get the information. When we went there, that her body was laying there. At that time, the police had already took her to JFK.
So it was the police that took her at the JFK mall.
Yes. Because they couldn't leave the body. At that time, they were searching for family. They couldn't leave it in the place. So they got lost.
Thanks for talking to us again. Yeah, so folks, this is where we are. So the deceased phone is yet to be found. They are yet to locate her phone. They're assuming that the alleged perpetrator or the individual being investigated now, her fiancé, Thomas S. Lum, is in possession of her phone. In the meantime, the police is here to establish that as well. Thomas has been taken in there for questioning, and following the statements provided finding the pieces of information, his own side of the story presented. Then, of course, the situation is going to take off from there. But as it stands, 25 years old Annette is dead. She was discovered unconscious, not unconscious, in fact, dead. Her remains was discovered in the bedroom of her fiancé, Thomas Lahum, and this is exactly where we are. I want to say thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. We are coming to you live from the Zone 3 police station here in Congo Town, where police is currently investigating Annette. Police is currently investigating Thomas, a Sierra Leonean national, for allegedly having some involvement with his fiance's death. And of course, on the screen there, you see the photo of the individual, the gentleman. He's a bodybuilder, Thomas S. Lahum. You see right there on the screen. We've also acquired video footage of the individual when he was being taken up by the officers of the Liberia National Police. We're going to be putting that up very shortly as well, when he was being taken up along with his father, who blew the alarm after discovering that his son had some individual or the remains of his fiancée under his bed. So upon discovering that, the police then tried getting to some family members, locating her relatives and other individuals who have some sort of relation with her. After trying for days, the police was finally able to locate some of her family members yesterday, and this morning they all came up here for the commencement of the investigation surrounding the death of 25 years old Annette. So this is where we are. We remain posted. We've spoken with some of the family members. We've spoken with some residents of the community. And as you listen to one of the residents there, she said that the incident occurred, but prior to the situation, she has seen the both of them on motorbike. They had gone back and forth in the community. She had tried establishing conversation with her to talk to her, since in fact she knew Annette very well, and so she wanted to know why Annette was in the community. But all efforts made to speak with Annette was not possible. Annette had told her that she will come back and she will establish conversation with her later, after completing why she was there. But that didn't get to happen until she finally got to know about the death of Annette. So this is where we are. The situation is currently with the police. The officers of the Liberia National Police are currently investigating. They're trying to establish the facts surrounding the situation, as to whether it was a natural death, as to whether the situation happened as a result of some fight they had, or whether it was just accidental. That's something that's yet to be established. But the only thing that gets to establish that is the police investigation, and that's exactly what we have going on here. But at the moment, he's been brought in as a person of interest to state or to provide pieces of information as to what exactly he knows about the death of Annette. The 25 years old Annette was discovered dead in his room, and her remains was under his bed. That is where exactly Annette's remains was discovered. And the situation was discovered because his father got concerned, especially after there was some unpleasant odor coming from his room, and spreading across the entire home. His father got concerned, trying to establish as to where was this unpleasant odor coming from. why was the situation happening, and all of that they tried establishing. And when his father became very curious, then investigation went on. Then his father started searching the room, and then he later discovered that his son had under his bed the remains of Annette. That's where 25 years old Annette remains was discovered under the bed of Thomas S. Lahum, a Sierra Leonean national, who is believed to be her fiancé. But even with the situation, family members and close friends of Annette have said that they had absolutely no knowledge of Annette having a relationship with this Sierra Leonean national. Her close friend said she didn't know of the relationship. One of her sisters said she had heard about a relationship that Annette had with an individual in that environment, but she didn't know the individual. She didn't have any interaction with him, and so that made it even difficult for them to establish as to where exactly Annette was, especially after noticing that they were unable to see her for several days. According to information so far, the remains of Annette was under the bed of Thomas for about 2 days. 2 days, and making it the third day, the unpleasant odor started to spill out from different parts of the house, and that was when his father got involved, and of course the search then started. His father, once he discovered that there was a body of a young lady under the bed of his son, then decided to turn his son in to the police. His father was the one who called the police, who got the attention of the police, who reported his son to the Liberia National Police, and then the investigation started from there. But even with the situation, the police, even after Thomas' father reported him to the police still found it difficult starting the entire investigation, because the police was still trying to get in touch with the family members, the friends, and relatives, and people who knew Annette. And based on that, the struggle to get in touch with her family members, they then decided to print her photo. They were using the photo, trying to reach out, trying to establish as to who knows Annette, how they could get in touch with her family members. Now, in the process, the lady who saw Annette on the motorbike prior to the incident then went to the house. She saw the photo, and then she identified that it was Annette, whom she had seen on a motorbike days prior, and whom she tried speaking with, but told her that she was going to come back to talk to her. And that didn't get to return, but her lifeless body was found under the bed of her fiancé. This fiancé, a lot of the family members have said they don't know him, they haven't seen him, but we're yet to get his own side of the story, and that's why he has gone up there to provide some pieces of information to the Liberia National Police to say exactly what the situation is. From his own perspective, he's going to be telling the police what actually transpired, what happened, how did it get to the point where Annette was Annette died. How did it get to a point where she lost her life? What led to the situation? What led to what? And even after she lost her life, why was her body placed under his bed? Why didn't he report the situation to the police immediately? So these are pieces of information that Thomas, the Sierra Leonean national, in whose room Annette was found unconscious or dead, those are pieces of information that he's going to now be providing to the Liberia National Police. All of the people who knew Annette have said that she was a very strong young lady, involved with business. She was doing her business. She sold in the old road market, and she was also doing the auction. You know, a lot of you in Liberia know what the auction business is. Go to the store, buy some item from the wholesalers, go and sell it at a retail. for just a little profit, and that's what she did for a living, according to information we've gathered here so far. And she was very strong, according to them. She was business minded. She was a very courageous person, and they've also said that she was one person who did not hold back, who did not keep secrets. So that means that her activities, her moves were things that people in her cycle knew about. That sorry,
You always cover justice. And you cover justice. And you cover justice for yourself. And you cover justice for yourself.
all right. So thanks again. Welcome back. So yeah. So they have said that she didn't have secret, that she would let her family know everything about her next move and all of that. But how she landed in this situation without anyone knowing about her whereabouts, anyone even knowing about this relationship, that's something that has raised so many questions as well. And so this is where we are. Information we've also gathered is that the gentleman has been saying that he met her for the first time. He met her in the streets. And so that's another side of the story that we're gathering from people close to this gentleman, that it was his first time meeting her and that he met her in the streets. But the people close to Annette have said that she was a business person. She has stood up as that young lady who will be involved with doing something, getting her hands on something just to survive. And so these are different pieces of information coming up at the moment. But what's going to further establish the actual story is the police investigation. And that is why exactly this investigation is important. Officers of the Liberia National Police have taken siege of the situation. And officers of the Liberia National Police have taken siege of the situation. Thomas is in there. He's being investigated as well by the police, and all efforts are being made now to establish as to what actually happened, what is the actual story, what led to Annette's death, and all of those pieces of information will be established. So this is where we are. As you see, folks have come here, family members, friends, people who knew Annette, who interacted with her, who lived with her, some of whom she grew up with. They've all gathered here this morning. They've all gathered here this morning. They've all gathered here this afternoon. And so this is where we are. Thanks for joining us. Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Collier. We are. So this is where we are. We are going to shortly speak with Annette's mother. We are going to speak with her mother very shortly. And this is where we are. As you see from the far end, her mother there. She's being consoled by some of the folks here. So this is where we are. Thanks for joining us. All right, so this is where we are, folks. Let's see if we can talk to Annette's mother here very shortly. We want to see if we can speak with her mother shortly. but everything is at the feet of the Liberia National Police. We understand, following the statement here, the case is going to be transferred to headquarters. The headquarters of the Liberia National Police. The investigation is going to continue. But this is a case, a situation that has drawn the attention of folks across, from the community to family members, and a lot of people, even across social media. As we started this report, Liberians have started to troop in here as well. So, okay, so there you have it. The gentleman there is being brought. This is the gentleman right here. He's being brought. Okay, so you see the one of the relatives in a very angry mood is trying to take a stone to mop the victim. There's a little bit of tension here. Upon seeing the victim, she have taken stone. She is in a very angry mood as the gentleman is being carried in there. There seems to be some sort of tension here. Just bringing Thomas out has left a lot of people here in tears and very angry as well. And as you just saw, some of them took stones and trying to carry on some form of mob justice. But we're still here, looking forward to seeing how the police handles the situation. But at the moment, a very good number of family members, relatives, and other folks are here as well. Trying to ensure that she gets justice. But as the situation is now, the case is still in the investigating stage. It's still being investigated, and usually these investigations will be able to establish the actual story as to what really happened. All of the tension and issues being raised now is as a result of assumptions and speculations and unofficial. As a matter of fact, everything here is unofficial at the moment till we get the official findings following investigation from the Liberia National Police. The police then will be telling us as to what exactly happened. And so this is where we are this afternoon. At the Zone 3 police station. This is Spoon TV. We want to say thanks to all of you for joining us this afternoon. We are here making sure we can bring you up to speed with we are here making sure that we get to bring you up to speed with the happening here. So the gentleman, Thomas, has been taken up there. He has been able to provide pieces of information to the police. He has provided his own statement with regards to what happened. He has informed the police officially through a written statement as to what may have resulted to the death of Annette. And so what is going to happen next is that this case is going to be transferred now to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the investigation is going to continue. But in the meantime, we're yet to see the police. Usually when there is a transfer, you see the PSU or the ERU and all of those folks. They will come in with the vehicle and take the perpetrators or the alleged perpetrators to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. Just as we drove in here, we also saw some of the folks making their, let's say, some individuals being transferred to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. And so we're looking forward now to see what happens next, because the statement has been taken. The statement has been taken from Thomas, and we're looking forward now to see what happens. He has been carried back, rushed down to the basement here, where he's been kept in cells, while the team from headquarters move in to get him transferred at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. But this is where we are. Thanks for joining us. We're still here posted at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, trying to make sure we can keep bringing you up to speed with the happenings here this afternoon. So this is where we are. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. On the camera is Ernest Benda. And we're posted here, making sure we can bring you up to speed with the happenings here. So we're still posted, looking to see what happens next. We did see Thomas being brought in, handcuffed, barefooted, and of course, he was carried in the basement after taking statement from the individual. So the police is in charge of the situation. The police has taken charge of the situation here. And from the look of things, and just given what we saw a couple of minutes ago, the police will need to have a huge presence here if they must transfer Thomas Lahome to the headquarters. They will have to have a huge presence here because what we just saw a couple of minutes ago when Thomas was being transferred from upstairs where they took him to get some statements from him, bringing him back downstairs, the tension was just so huge. And it remains unpredictable as to what would just happen if he was being transferred, if the police was to take him from here, transferring him to Central. You can imagine what could probably happen. So there will be a need for some very good police presence here as they try to transfer Thomas to the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So this is where we are. Family members have gathered here, friends, loved ones, and sympathizers as well. They've all gathered here this afternoon as this situation continues. So we will remain posted. We will remain posted. Let's see if we can talk to the mother. Let's see if we can talk to the mother. And that mother here, let's see if we can talk to her. All right, so there you have it. The mother of Annette. So, Mama, when was the last time you saw Annette? When was the last time you saw Annette?
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. Got to me in the morning. I said, Ma, it was Tuesday. Tuesday, I go to the holiday there after 11. Say, Mama, I said, my sister to the I want to go. Say, Mama, after 11, I said, well, the Jason, not far from here to my house, I'll go. They said, I will come there tomorrow for the wheelbarrow. I won't go sell my market. You know, she was selling caution. When I said, soon the money she can't, for the wheelbarrow she carry. She go. Say, when I said, nah, see her. So, yesterday, I could not get her. Their money I go to the hall, the door and out. But me, I feel like because they can go really soon to go back, she go ready to go back. As a problem, I say, oh, but I say, and then I say, why don't you go ready to go back or what? I said, well, I call her phone. That tell her, let go back. When I go now, when I was paying the labor, quite got baby 1 year and a half.
She got child?
She got children, 2 children.
She got 2 children.
The other one, 1 year and a half. And the labor I finished baby now, pour the bomb allowed, put in the paper now. I see my plate the rock and I say, oh, I say, bless my, I have fun to you. Boy, and I said, what happened? Before she tell me later, they say, well, I'll go to the police station here to Oru. Well, come there now. who confirm me that true. Oh, it will be for me. It will be for you, Anabrema. It will be for you, Anabrema. Anabrema, Mama is here. Mama is here. Sabi is here. Sabi is here.
So, but and that ever told you that she had her boyfriend, maybe she had men on the road or in Sinkor. You knew about the men that they brought here to investigate. She not tell you about it.
Not tell me about it. Oh, I know she renting for us. Oh, one your room. You know that woman? Let you know. But I don't know. She never been boyfriend to me that they boy yeah. Oh, mama, that my boyfriend yeah. It never happened like that.
But she has somebody that used to keep secret, or she used to tell you her things.
When I really knew to keep secret, man. And then when I keep it secret, that my friend, you can anything you can tell me. But for now, when you come up in a day, and I know, but they want, and I really know about it. But I used to hear from more like this, someone come to my son place, say, oh, I agree on the oral. I say, what place? They say to my friend, and my son go. But to say, oh, my boyfriend here, and I know the message. And I know the me.
So like first time seeing the men that they bring here today.
And now you say they are here, say the be yes, and never they are here. I just my first son, I say me here. It will be.
So what you want to say? What you want to say, Mama? What you want to say to about that thing that happened?
What I will say, I want justice. Let justice be done. It will not be my daughter labor, but justice be done. When they justice.
So her two children with you?
Yes. One boy, one girl.
So what the father of the kids?
The father, yeah. The boy power.
Okay. Thank you for talking to us.
Okay.
All right. So you just listen to the mother of Annette, and she's giving us. Okay. All right. The chairman of the community. I hear one. So you just listen to the mother of Annette here, and so you just listen to the mother of Annette here this afternoon, and she just told us that Annette had two kids, a boy and a girl, and prior to the situation, she had gone at Annette's house. She had spent some time with her, and Annette wanted her to pass the night there, and she had to leave because she had other things to attend to. But in the process she went home, and then at some point this morning, while taking care of one of the children of Annette, the boy precisely, she got the information about the passing of Annette, and that's exactly why they are here this morning. And she have also said that she wants justice for her daughter. She wants justice for Annette, especially now that the Liberia National Police has taken control of the situation. We want to talk to the chairman of the One Matadi. Let's get his own perspective. Hello, how are you? Welcome to School TV.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
So my name is Alhaji Banato Sise. I am the chairman of the One Matadi Festival. and we saw her death picture in our chat room. So we came to actually inquire what led to the death. So that's why we are here. Because I know her like that, we all live in Fantin Town. She lives not too far from my family house, around the European belt. And I can recall she was at the One Batali Festival last year. And as we are getting prepared again for the One Batali Festival that comes up May 14th, she was even planning to buy her share. So it's shocking to see that she is no more. And the guy who in question, I know him too.
You know him?
I know him. He worked with Cigar Bar. 19th Street. He's a security guard there. I know him. So I was shocked when I saw him coming downstairs and the police was carrying him in the cell. I know him like that. No, he's not. He's not.
He's now Liberian?
No, he's not. He's from Sierra Leone.
Wow. But when was the last time you saw Annette?
I can recall like last week she was selling her stuff, like she sell her sour milk. She do some regular selling around. So we met at the junction, New and Umatadi Junction. Oh, Chairman, how are you? I said, how are you, Annette? And that was it. Yeah.
Now, and then you woke up to this situation this morning. The guy, how long have you been knowing the guy?
I've been knowing him for more than 2 years now.
What kind of individual is he? Like, I mean, I know you say he's a security person, and so forth. But knowing him, knowing the individual that you've known for about 2 years, do you think he's capable of doing what he's being accused of?
I've been knowing him to be a kind person. When you see me, because I studied in Sierra Leone, so I speak some Creole. So we speak the Creole when we meet. So I know him to be a quiet guy, moving, focused on his late job. He said he came to hustle to go back home. So to see that he did this, I'm extremely shocked. Yeah, I don't know him to be a violent person. So I'm extremely shocked. Yeah, I'm extremely shocked. So but I know him.
And that lives in the very Matadi, place where you guys have this organization, the One Matadi.
Yes,
What kind of individual have you known her to be?
I knew her to be a community person when we lost one of our brothers called Lamini Kaba. She was part of the parade. We carried the pictures around and we lost Teddy before Lamini. She was always in Matadi thing. So because of that, we are here to sympathize with the family and to give them some word of encouragement. And as a group called the One Matadi Festival, we'll also go to the family house. We'll get involved with the meetings and see what we can do to show our own solidarity. Because she was always in our activities. The picture that is training is our shite. You see only the One Matadi Festival. So she was part of us and she was a good community person. She was always in community stuff.
Was Thomas also a bodybuilder?
Thomas, yes, he eats iron, he loves training, he's a mosquito guy. Yeah.
Anything you want to say finally?
Oh, finally, I just want to say to the family, they have to take heart and be strong. Things of such happen. Nobody playing for death, but when it comes, you just embrace it and you give it to God. And I want the government to actually deal with the person who killed her, Thomas. It should not go free so that it can serve as remedy for the future. Because if this just people will be murdering people's children. How you murder your girlfriend? You don't do that. It's bad. So it's extremely bad. I want the government to investigate. If he is the person who actually did that, he should face the law.
Thanks a lot for talking to Spoon TV.
All right. Thank you, Spoon. Thank you.
Well, this is Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks for joining us. And we're still here this afternoon. 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 Making sure we can bring you up to speed with the activities here.
Tom, you are coming to say I ask. What's in line to Liberia? Why you are going to be all red. You are going to be all red. When you kill you, will be a kill you. All they kill you was you. All they kill you was you. Any person that pass along, all the guys that have been pronunciation on the red pill. I will be too happy. Any person that champion that is on the chest like that, I will be happy. I will celebrate on the hand. I will celebrate. Say too much. Too much. Just there you will be like on dancing. What that you? What is that? What is that you can know? 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 All right, so folks, we stay here, and of course, we are going to remain posted, and making sure we can bring you up to speed with. We are here to make sure we can bring you up to speed with the activities here. Okay, so the officer have said that we should stop the report we are providing here, but we are here basically to provide some pieces of information to bring the folks up to speed with the situation here this afternoon. All right, so thanks for joining us. We're looking forward to see what happens, especially with the individual being transferred. The police has already taken statement, and next up is that the individual or the alleged perpetrator. So that's what we're looking forward to at this point. But again, I want to say thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks for joining us. Spoon TV, we are here posted. We are here posted, making sure we can bring you up to speed with the happenings here this afternoon. So thanks for joining us, folks. Different information, different accounts provided here. And of course, in the midst of everything that's happening, there are pieces of information that the individual was a security personnel. He was a security guard at the cigar bar. That's information we've gathered. We've also established that he was a he is a bodybuilder, and that he's a Sierra Leonean national. He came to Liberia, and according to the gentleman we just spoke with from the Matadi belt, he has told us that this gentleman came to Liberia to hustle. He's been very focused on his job. He said he hasn't known him to be a violent person, but he says that it's unfortunate. He says he has known the both individuals here. He has known Thomas for about 2 years, according to him. He has also known Ened for the longest, being a resident of the Matadi community, and being a part of the organization that he is the chairman for. And so everyone we've spoken with here have expressed a shock. They've expressed total disbelief over what has happened. But we're looking forward to see the next step. There has been a statement has been taken from the gentleman Thomas. The police has taken a statement from him at the moment, and he has been carried there at the basement. And so we look forward to see what happens hereafter. And so, yes, at this point, I will turn over to Ernest, and we'll keep this live broadcast coming through for you as we continue right here from the Zone 3 police station here in Congo Town. All right, so this is where we are.
So going into it by Monday, I'm saying surface. And they came to hot day. Oh, yeah, they-
So you want to talk to us shortly? You want to talk to us shortly?
Yeah.
I mean, just giving the same information you provide.
Anyway, like that thing can end it in out a year. Because you just believe when come quick. You won't come back.
Okay.
There's a phone, one minister complained that somebody stole the hostel or not broken, but
Folks, we want to say thank you for joining us. At this point, we will take a break and then subsequently resume this broadcast. Thanks a whole lot for watching Spoon TV. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks to Ernest being out on camera. Till we come back, have a good day and bye for now.